Today, I wanted to talk about the emotion anger because I think it's a really important emotion, and I think it often gets a bad rap. It's a little misunderstood. So, what is anger? Anger happens when there's usually been some kind of transgression in our lives. There's been an incident that either we're reacting to, or we're reacting because something has happened to a loved one, or we're watching something on a larger scale that we're really upset about, right? And we have this emotional response, anger. And so anger becomes kind of like this waving red flag, like something is wrong. And it's wonderful because it alerts us. It really is a message to ourselves. Something is wrong when you feel that anger, right? And then there's this other part of anger which is really beautiful, and it's the part that it has a lot of movement. Anger, it's so powerful and so forceful, it makes you want to do something, right? Like you want to be heard, you want to say something, you want to change the situation, right? It's got a lot of movement. And again, that movement can be really powerful, and it can be really wonderful if it's assertive rather than aggressive, right? Because sometimes misunderstood anger can become aggressive, right? So we've got these two parts of anger. We've got the reaction. Something happens and you react and you're angry. And then we've got the second part of it, which is that it's the action part of it, right? Reaction, and then there's this action, this movement. There's this really important part in between those two, and it is understanding your anger, understanding the emotion underneath the anger. Because more often than not, underneath anger is usually fear, sadness, hurt, disappointment, right? All of those things can be pain, can be underneath the anger. The reason it is so important to figure out what's underneath the anger is to make that action more powerful, more focused, more efficient. If you skip the in between, if you go from reaction to action, often anger ends up being misunderstood. It ends up being kind of chaotic. It can end up again being very aggressive, and your message won't be heard, right? So, but if you go from reaction to contemplation to then action, your words are going to be heard more effectively, right? So, it's important again to just understand these components of anger. So, when anger comes up for you next time, allow yourself a moment to just sit and think, what is this really about? And what do I really need to do about this? How do I take action in a way that is effective? Okay. Hope that helps to understand a little bit more about anger. I know some of us are really starting to experience that as we're all in shelter in place and getting kind of frustrated. So be well, take good care. Bye.